Our next movie is named Maryam, and although it was filmed before 9/11, it couldn't be more timely right now. It's set in 1979, and it's about an Iranian-American teenage girl who's popular at her New Jersey high school until the Iran hostage crisis changes the way everyone behaves toward her. Maryam stars as a good student whose father is a doctor. As the film opens, she has a shy romance with her first boyfriend.
You gonna go to the game?
My dad doesn't let me go to football games. No fun, you must work.
Sounds rough.
I'm exaggerating. He's kind of strict, though.
Is he gonna, like, choose your husband for you?
After the hostage crisis, that boyfriend kind of drifts away from her, and she's abruptly dropped from some of her favorite school activities. Meanwhile, a cousin named Ali arrives from Iran to study at the local university. Although Maryam's family is pretty secularized, not very religious, Ali grew up in the Iran of the Ayatollah Khomeini and is a militant.
How can Iran threaten to kill those hostages?
If they are spies and enemies of Allah, then it is not killing them. It is God's will.
God's will. Come on.
The cousin learns that the Shah of Iran is a patient at a nearby hospital and hatches a violent plan against him. Maryam could have played it safe with a simple parable about an Iranian-American family unfairly ostracized because of the hostage crisis. But the writer-director, Ramin Seri, adds the radical cousin in order to dramatize tensions between the girl's moderate family and the rising tide of Islamic militancy. He also creates a lot of sympathy for this decent family that is adjusting well in their new land. There's a heartbreaking scene involving Maryam's mother, who realizes why the friendly neighbor isn't so friendly all of a sudden.
By the way, we can't make it to your party tonight.
At a time when it's more urgent than ever not to engage in ethnic stereotyping, Maryam is a valuable film.
It's a very valuable film, and I love the way there's so much texture to every character, including that neighbor. It's not as simple as you think it's going to be with her. I love all the detail, the attention to detail, late 70s, early 80s. There's a scene that they kind of show the gas shortage without belaboring the point. The Adidas sweatsuits, which I'm embarrassed to say I found really familiar. I mean, all the little touches, and just really strong writing and great acting from the entire cast.
This movie is very well made and very intelligently written. And for example, I like the conflict that the father has because his nephew has come over.
Right.
He owes the nephew's father. He feels loyal to this man as a member of his family.
Right.
They have history going back 30 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of family history that
he
that
can't
took place.
support the fact that this kid wants to be an assassin.
Right.
So he's torn between family loyalty and what he feels is right, and that's the way a lot of people are torn these days because you have to make those choices in bad times like
this. You know,
this.
there's all this talk about collateral damage and how it relates to the events of 9/11. Well, you know, it's a Schwarzenegger movie. It's a fun escapist picture.
That's
and I didn't really worry
yeah.
about its connection because there really isn't one. This has a lot more to say, although it's about a different point in history.
Right now.
The messages are really relevant.
Right now, you're right.
Okay, coming up.